In today's video, I'm going to show you how exactly I set up my Gardyn 3.0 for the very first time. It was actually pretty simple and straightforward. I am a complete beginner to gardening and indoor gardening, so this is from the perspective of a complete beginner. I will say I did have a different hydroponic garden for just a short time, but I did switch to this one most recently because I moved and I didn't want to move my other large garden. So I only had that for a couple months. So I have a little bit of perspective and a little bit of experience, but honestly, I still consider myself very much a beginner at all of this. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through step by step exactly how I put this together and got it ready to grow some things. So I'm excited. While you're watching this video, if you want to check out Gardyn for more, I do have an affiliate link below that'll get you $100 off. This video is not sponsored by Gardyn. I did purchase this system with my own money, but I do have an affiliate link if you want to go ahead and get your own system. And I'll put that below for you. Please leave questions in the comments. Roast me if you want to. I know I'm a complete beginner, so my terminology and all of that is definitely going to continue to grow over time. We'll just say it's probably at the lowest scale it can be right now, but I'm excited for this journey. And if you want to follow along with me, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But let's go ahead and jump into the setup of the Gardyn 3.0 system. All right, so starting off, this guide that came with the Gardyn has all of the steps and these QR codes that you can scan on your phone and watch a video step by step. Super helpful. So I definitely recommend doing that. So here I have the lid, and that is how it came out of the box. And then each column here, you'll just slide and twist to complete each column. There are 3 columns on here. You'll just align the arrows, I'll show you a little later, and then twist to lock each part in. So I went ahead and did that for all 3 of the columns first, and then after I was done doing that, I went ahead, as you see here, and I'm actually pulling the tubing down to make sure that it's straight. So you can actually look through the columns here, the holes on the columns, to make sure that it is straight down the middle. So I went ahead and pulled that out, and now I'm just removing the tape from the sides of my tank here, and I'm going ahead and putting the lid on top of the tank to complete the base. You will need to, as you might see me here in a second, look on the back to make sure this is actually the back of the unit, that everything lines up, and it'll just, once you get it, click into place. Make sure the side here, these side handles are unlocked, because then it'll actually go down, and then you can close the side handle to lock the lid onto the tank base there, so it won't come apart. Now I'm going to go ahead and just move over. This is the pump mechanism. Move it over and then drop it down so it's sitting inside the tank. I really like this feature because you can pull the pump up when you're transferring the lid off if you need to. Now I'm going to go ahead and just connect each column first by the tube, the black tubing inside, and then by the column itself. As you can see here, you will just want to line up the arrows. It'll pop down, and then you'll want to turn the entire column to lock it into place. So after I did that, I removed the light bars from their package. These have cameras. One's at the top of the light bar and the other is a little further, more towards the middle of the other light bar. So I'm now attaching each light bar to this little device that you see here that is attached to the base. This is actually attached to the lid, so it just slides down and then clicks to lock in place. So this is what we look like now. We have the light bars and the columns attached. Now I'm going to go ahead and open the upper structure to connect the columns to the light bar. This is just a rod here that you'll put through each of the 3 columns. And as you can see in this clip, there is a piece on the middle column right there that just slides on one side of the metal bar. And now I am attaching these metal bars here to connect the light bar to the column. This takes a little bit of effort, I will say, so you might need someone with a little bit of strength, but I was able to do all this and complete the setup start to finish probably in about 20 minutes. So fairly easy and really quick and simple in my opinion. So you'll just attach these and kind of shove them down there. And then it came with these rubber, almost like screws in place of a screw, but it's a little rubber piece that you'll just press in here to make sure that it stays in place. And you'll do this for all 3 of the columns. 1, 2, 3. And the middle column does have an attachment here that if you wanted to secure it to your wall, they do suggest doing that. I did not, but that's just the risk I'm taking. And then I filled it up. Please use a container larger than this. I did not have a gallon pitcher, but I would have done this much quicker if I had a gallon pitcher. Filled up the tank, plugged in the unit, and then I turned the on switch on. That's on the back of the unit. It's a red switch. So I turned that on, set up the Wi-Fi and all of that good stuff, turned on the lights. Now I'm putting the Y cups and the Y cubes, is what you see here, into each place. So you'll put the Y cup in first, and then the Y cube has the rock wool and the seeds. You'll just want to make sure these are flush to your Y cup. Remove the cardboard on top that you see here. So honestly, pretty simple setup. This is what mine looks like here. I have 24 total seed pods. So there it is. I have my garden set up. I am, again, beyond excited for this journey. If you want to follow along with me, a complete beginner, so if you're a complete beginner, we might be able to learn some things from each other. I know I always learn from people who are kind of at the same stage or step of their journey as I am. Yes, it can be good to learn from others who know more than us, but a lot of the times, especially with this, at least myself, what I've been researching is I'll get very overwhelmed, and I want to create this channel to just remind you that it's okay to be a beginner and not know anything, because I honestly really don't, and that it's okay. We're all here, we're all learning together. So if you want to follow along, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.